Hello my friends, it's the Game Boy Geek here, and today you'll be controlling a mechanical arm using a hydraulic system in a number of different game modes. You'll be trying to stack blocks quickly and carefully, or you'll be excavating, trying to have the scale tip in your favor, or you'll be using a magnetic crane to pick up metal items for the win. Armpal is a unique game that plays in just a few minutes. Now it's on Kickstarter right now, so I'm going to show you how the game works, and I'll see you on the other side. This is a Kickstarter preview, so anything that you see here is subject to change. You're going to want to check out the Kickstarter project page and the link in the description of this video to see all the final aspects of this project. This is Armpal, the world's first 3D wooden assembly tabletop game. And it's both an interactive tabletop game and a set of a building toy for any age. Now it's meant for party games or family time for 1 to 4 players. Now here you see the main cranes in the game. One set of this game gets you a set of 2 of these. Now you might be thinking, how does this work? Does it use dirty fluid? Do you have to plug it in? Do you use batteries? No, you don't plug this thing into anywhere. And it actually just uses water in a hydraulic system, and it has some control arms like you see right there. So this hydraulic system pushes water through these tubes that you're basically controlling with these control arms to make the crane do different things. Now it is represented as a set of a building toy, so it comes with all of these wooden sort of punch-out boards, similar to if you had had a normal tabletop game where you're typically punching out cardboard components, but here they're actually wood and they're laser etched. So if you look really closely, it actually has the letters that you're going to be punching out, the letters and numbers, and there's an instruction assembly manual to help you build this. And for example, here's an extra piece that I have punched out, A31S for example. Now typically there's a lid on here, but I'm going to take this off just to kind of show you this is the control arms, and it has left and right. You're going to basically hold it like this or like this, and you're going to be doing different things with it, and this kind of shows you the motions that they'll use. And here it just shows you all the different sort of tubing running through there. Now again, it uses all these different valves and bypass valves and tubing, and again, you're going to be filling this up with water, and essentially you'll be, getting all the air out of there, bleeding it out with bubbles, and then filling it up with water. So if in the rare case something were to happen to this tube or were to come off, which it doesn't happen, it sticks really well, but if it does, it's just going to be water. It's not going to ruin any type of table or tablecloth or anything like that with any oils or nothing like that. Now you notice with these 2 different units, we have different attachments because this is sort of how it looks like with nothing attached to it, but there's actually 3 different attachments that you'll use depending on the game type you want, because actually 3 different suggested ways to play the game. I'm going to show you those later, but this essentially is the clamp assembly, which will allow you to play a game called Stack Tower. So there's different things that you'll be placing on here and doing with these cranes, but let's show you how they work. So let's say we're at the controls here. We want the crane arm to lift up. We're simply going to take our left hand here. We're going to push it all the way up just like this. So essentially what that does is it just raises this up just like this. So now if I pull this back like this all the way, you can actually feel the tension of the fluid in here moving through. And so now you'll see as you let go, it will kind of go down like that. Now, by using this right side and going either forward or back, you're going to see the crane sort of pivoting on its elbow like this. And also, for example, on this other one here without the attachment on right now, which I can show you, this thing can be going like that as you move it back and forth as well. Now also on the right side, instead of just going back and forth like that, you actually can move it to the side like this, and it actuates this specific hydraulic system, and it actually moves the crane around. And so as you do that, it actually moves it around like this, and that's how you're going to get range of motion to go pick things up and such. Each side also has a trigger that does different things depending on the mode you're playing in. Like maybe you're moving the excavator bucket up and down. Or maybe you're manipulating the clamp, like spinning it around or opening or shutting it, just like this. Or maybe you're turning on or off the magnetics. Now the game does come with this playmat. You'll be placing the units on here. It actually holds both of them, and it holds the different things depending on which game mode you're playing in. Now, the clamp assembly I've already shown you on the device here, and this is used at the Stack Tower. So here we have this unit here right in these lines, just like that. So each of these cranes have their own blocks that they can be moving and picking up and placing here and stacking one large tower. And if one side fails to stack or the wooden tower falls down, the other player wins the game, and there's no time limit in this mode. Another mode is the Excavator Seesaw. Now this has a time limit of 3 minutes, and you're going to be using the Excavator Bucket Kit to move the goods from the stacking area to the balance scale. And then once the time's over, you look at the side who has the heavier goods, and that's the one that wins. And the last of the 3 suggested modes is the Magnetic Crane Transferring Race. Now there's no time limit in this mode, and you use the crane with the Magnetic Lifting Silo Kit to scramble for the goods in central areas and move it to their own stacking area. So you're going to be using the triggers to turn on and off the magnetics, and the game's over when all the goods are moved out, and whatever side has most will be heavier and that side wins. Plus you can create your own ideas in your own game knowing the system. Well, there you have Armpal, and as I showed in the overview, it's a quick and easy game to play that offers new options for your party games or entertainment time. Now, if you'd like to see all the sort of final components and pledge levels that are available, you can click the link below me in the description of this video. That will take you directly to the Kickstarter project page, and I'm sure that the creators of Armpal would love your support.